Alright guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and got a craps video here coming to you. I got 600 bucks, and I got a question for you. If you're a dice setter, dice shooter, or even if you just feel this way, can you make 3 hits? That's 3 winner rolls, not horn numbers and all that. 3 winner rolls. Can you hit 3 times before you roll a 7? And can you do that consistently? Can you do that 3 out of 4 times? If you can do that 3 out of 4 times, you should never leave the casino a loser, right? Now, I'm not saying you'll win every roll. I'm not saying you'll win every shooter. I am saying you'll win every session. If you can, 75% of the time, if you can go 3 hits before you roll a 7, you'll never leave the casino a loser. All right, let me show you what I mean. All right, so we're gonna do the 64 across version. I got $600. It's pretty aggressive. This is only going to give us 2 shots at it. All right? Because I'm expecting us to hit at least once. If you don't hit once, you don't have 2 shots at it. You're going to have to adjust. All right, so we're working. Here we go. And you can adjust this up or down. You could play a 32 across version of it. All right, so we're looking for 3 hits. And we have a yo. Yo is not good for us. And of course, you'd have to play pass line. I'm not too worried about that. I mean, that is what that is, $5, $10, whatever your case may be. Doesn't really matter which one you do. This strategy has nothing to do with the pass line, so. All right, so that's 1 shot. We don't want horn numbers. We want money box numbers, guys. All right, there's a hard 6. That's the ones we want. We're just gonna go to 6. We're gonna catch 70 bucks. We're just gonna rack it. That's 1 hit. We need 3 hits. 3 hits is the key. Oh, that's ugly. Oh, it still got through for us though. It's a 415, guys. 415, which is also a $70 winner. Okay. Again, it's about 3 hits, and I'll tell you why. I mean, you could regress down to 64 after 1 hit. You could do that. The problem is if you roll a 7 within the next couple rolls, you risk all this money out here to make 13 bucks. All right, so you really want to go 3 times before you reduce. That way, your risk is it's going to pay off. And we have a hard 4, perfect. All right, so let's drop this for our big. We're going to get 3 back. They're going to give us a pretty chip, an old Blackie, old $100 chip there. All right, so we're going to take our bets down, tell them to take us down to 64 across, please. They're going to do this for you. Let's get some whites here. And now we were on the 9, was it? I'm not really sure. I think we went 9, 5, 4, right? A little 11 in there. So now you've made your money. Okay, you regressed and got all your money back. All right, you can even replace your 600 if you feel like. All right, so that way you know exactly what your profit is. All right, your 600's here. You got all this profit, 150 bucks or so, 170 bucks. All right, so all this out here, it's free money, guys. We're shooting on free. All right, so you might end it here. Whatever happens here for you is good. You made your money, you're going home. All right, but this is how, say you consistently make money. If you can do this 3 out of every 4 shots, you should always leave a winner. All right, here we go. We're still shooting. Trying to hit some numbers. We're gonna half press. We're gonna half press if we can get some of these numbers in. All right, that was a 12. Probably doing us no good. We gotta get box numbers. This is for all you shooters out there, all you guys that can make points. All right, this is for the guys that can do all that stuff. All right, so I'm gonna drop 2 and get 20 here. All right, I'm gonna half press this up, so I'm gonna add to the 5 and the 9, collect 10 bucks. Here we go. Hit some of these numbers. Yeah, we have a 10 again. Back-to-back 10s. Look at us go. All right. Same thing. We're going to drop $2, get 20. This time we're going to add to the 4 and the 10 since we're hitting the 10. All right. There we go. And a 6, 5, 1, 6. My son took my stick inside, so I don't have it. All right, this time we're gonna go on and bump up both the 6 and 8. It's only gonna collect $2, but we've had some winners. We're already ahead, you know, this is free. So it's really whatever you wanna do. You can get aggressive or whatever you wanna do. 3 hits, guys. Can you make 3 hits per shooter? That's it. That's all you need. But you have to have some guts. You have to be able to. You have to have the guts to bet. To bet on them first rolls. All right. Now this is on you. That's a 7, so we're going to lose here. This is on you. You know, if you're comfortable with your shot and you think you can hit 3 box numbers before you roll a 7, you should never lose. You just shouldn't. All right. So we're going to come back out here. New shooter. This is your second shot. Now, you don't play this on other shooters. I mean, you better know the guy pretty well to be playing this on someone else, because, I mean, you're taking a lot of risk here. A lot of money. All right, 6-5. Here we go. 6-5, 6-5 is my shot. No special reason. I just like it. It seems to work well for me. Coming out, we're looking for 3 hits. And we have a 12. It's not supposed to land on the 12. It's not part of the deal. It's supposed to land on a box number. That hurts us. That hurts that ratio. You want to get in there as quick as you can. And we have a hard 8. 4-4, hard 8. So it's a $70 8. All right. We're still in the collection mode over here. It's 1 hit. 2 more. 2 more, guys. That's all it takes. 3 box numbers before a 7. That's all you need. And we got an 11. So we got the 12, the 11, and the 8. The 9 and the 10 for the tall. Box numbers. And a 9. There we go. So now all we need is the 10 for the tall. $70 winner. That's 2 hits. Can we get 1 more before the 7? 1 more hit before the 7, guys. That's all it takes. 3 hits. 3 hits, and you will never leave a loser as long as you stick to the strategy. All right, 1 more hit, guys. That's it right there. It's a 5. 4-1. That was a good shot. One of my best shots of the day. Did exactly right as far as I'm concerned. All right. So again, rack all this up. Take this down. We're going to 64 across. Replace our 600 over here. All right, look at us, guys. There's $100 right there. We're doing well. Doing well. Them are all profit. Everything over here is profit. 600, profit. All right. We'll just get into the profit here because they're reds. It doesn't matter. It's all the same money. All right. Let's get some whites. Okay. Let's see what happens. We're not into our 600. We're only playing on the casino's money. That's what we like to do. We want to be on the casino's money. 3 hits and down, guys. 3 box numbers. Can you get 3 box numbers before a 7? That's the whole key. All right. You can make 3 box numbers before a 7. There's a 4-1-5. You should never be a loser. You should never, ever, ever, ever be a loser if you can hit 3 box numbers before you roll a 7. You know, don't fight the percentages. Don't fight the ratios. Don't try to make $1 million in 1 roll. You know, just take what it's giving you. If it's going to give you 3 box numbers, take them. There's a 6. All right, just bump that up to $21 there. All All right, we're gonna go on and bump up everything else here. Just put $1 in the rack. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get a few more hits in there. And we got our 7. Yep, no big deal. Remember, we had 3 money ball hits, and all we lost was 64 across of our essentially money. Everything else, even that 64 across, was casino money. It wasn't our money. We won that money. All right, so what are we up to? Let's just see. We're up 100, 200, 300, 325, 335, $341. All right, we're up $341, guys. Just by sticking to a simple rule that we think we can roll 3 box numbers before the 7. If you'll stick to that rule, as long as you can do it 3 out of 4 times, you'll never be a loser. As long as you can do that 3 out of 4 times, and that's as long as you make the betting units equal. And by that, what I mean is they should all be roughly equal. Okay, so the only ones that are going to be different are here, and that's fine. Whatever difference they are is fine. All right, but so if you put 25 here, you got to put 25, 25, 30, 30, 30, 25, 25. And the reason being is because that's where being 75% of the time in, the 3 hits will cover that 1 loss, plus you'll make a little bit of money. And that's the key, guys. If you can roll 3 hits and down, for all you shooters out there, 3 hits and regress, you should never leave the casino a loser. Not ever. Like, not one time ever should you leave the casino a loser if you can roll 3 box numbers and come down to regress. That's it. That's all it takes. 3 box number winners. You'll never leave a loser. Now, I know what happens. What happens a lot of times is kind of goes one or two directions. You do good at first, you're like, oh, I'm going to leave it out there one more roll, one more roll, one more roll. Then that 7 comes and whack, right? Or it goes bad, like first roll, maybe you get 2 rolls in and a 7, right? So now you're chasing a little bit. That's why you got to have 4 shots at it, right? You remember, it's a 75% of the time thing. You feel like you can go 75% of the time. And so let me tell you another magic thing of this, okay? So just the natural probability of the 7 is what? 16.5, right? So that means 83.5% of the time you shouldn't roll a 7. So that means 83.5% of the rolls that are 3 box numbers before a 7. That means that 83% will carry. It'll carry through all that. All right, still 16 though on the 7. That's why I'm trying to preach this. Don't fight the natural percentages. Don't fight the natural probability, the natural amount of rolls that dice usually roll. And why I'm saying that is because then your dice setting and your dice practice are less about beating, or less about avoiding the 7 and more about just rolling box numbers, right? That's all you need then. You don't have to really avoid the 7. The natural percentages will avoid the 7 for you. And all you're doing is trying to roll box numbers then. All you got to do is get 3 of them in there and then get your money regressed, and then you're playing on the dime of the casino. So then when you guys do have your big long rolls where, you know, your shot's really working, you're just going to crush. But you're not relying on them to generate big profit. You're not relying on that one great roll. You're relying on the idea that you think you can hit 3 box numbers before a 7. And that's a far more reliable metric than trying to produce long rolls. Trying to produce 10 and 12 and 15 and 18 and 30 roll rolls. All you need at this one is a 3 roll if it rolls right. That's all you need. I mean, it's far, far more likely that you're going to be successful if you only need 3 rolls. And most of the time, it's not going to be 3. You're going to have a horn number or 2 in there. You know, there's going to be times that it takes 5 or 6, but it's still far more likely than expecting to roll more than 9 times. You know, 8, 9 times. It's just not, it's not the common thing that happens. And then I just wanted to put this out there, and this is definitely one of the stronger parts of the way I play. This is one of the more profitable versions of the way I play. When I get aggressive, it usually works well, and I stick to that 3 box numbers and down, 3 hits and down thing, and I stick to it religiously. And you know, I don't waver because it makes money, guys. It produces dollars, and I've had some 3 hits and down, right? Okay, so I've had some 3 hits and down that I got in the first 3 rolls, boom, reduced it down. And then I rolled 4 or 5 inside numbers right in a row. Bang, 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 bang. And I was thinking, dang, that would have been $500 more, you know? But then I got to thinking, well, what about them other 2 that on that 4th roll, I rolled a 7, you know? So then it evens out. So, you know, you're like, okay, yeah, so I am doing the right thing. So them are the things that, when I'm playing craps, those are the things I think about, okay? I'm not trying to fight the natural probability and the nature of the game. I'm not going to fight that. I'm going to take what it offers, and I'm going to profit in that window. And that's the window I'm aiming for. That's why I like playing the don't, because the don't creates a different window for you. So when you put that don't out there, now the 7 is different, all right? You've minimized the 7's ability to hurt you. All right, so then you can go longer. You can do some other things. But if you're just going to go straight at it, man, play 3 hits and down, regress down. I'm not saying get out of the game, because if the roll goes 30 rolls, you want to be in there. You want to be in there to get that, all right? If the roll only goes 4 rolls, you made your money. They got a little bit of it back, but you got a chunk, $200 chunk over here. And that's the key, guys. The key is to beat the casino out of their money, and that's the reality of it, all right? You're trying to beat the casino. So whatever the casino's doing, okay, they're expecting, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 rolls per shooter. That's the expectation. So if you get way below that, you should win more times than they win. And that's the idea behind this. And I hope you guys like this. This is Jacob from Wager Me This. One more thing I want to talk about is I just started a website. It's called wagermethis.com. We're in production of merchandise and stuff, and we're producing all our own merchandise ourselves. We bought our own machines and everything. And I'm going to limit everything. Like, everything's going to be numbered and limited edition. And I know that don't mean nothing now, but it means something to me. I don't want a bunch of people with all the same stuff out there. If you're willing to buy something from my channel that represents me, I want it to be special. So whenever we get that going and get all that set up, we are actually working on that right now. You know, there's going to be hats and shirts and hoodies, and I'm going to have some like players card lanyards and different things that, of course, are going to have my logos on it and some different things and some different catchphrasey type stuff I've made up. Justice is going to have a shirt or 2 in there. So, I mean, yeah, and this isn't nothing I'm expecting. I'm just putting it out there. You know, this will all be nice stuff. We're only going to buy nice clothing to do it with. And we're doing it ourselves. I don't want to go through these other companies because I want mine limited. I want it super, super exclusive, and that's the way I want to do it. And so, anyways, guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This. Check out wagermethis.com if you don't mind. And if you don't mind, email me at wagerme@gmail.com reviews, because I haven't figured out how to get the reviews to where my wife's working on that, to where you guys can put reviews on the website. But I got a story on there and stuff, and I got 3 highlighted craps videos that you guys seem to like a lot. And so, yeah, that's where I'm heading with this, and got a website opening up. And this website's also going to be to where people can, you know, ask me some other questions and try to kind of get me to where, hey, I want you to come play craps at so-and-so casino, and we're going to line this up, and I'm going to get going there. And that's the idea behind it, and trying to make this more professional, but still not leave out, you know, who I am. And again, it's not about the money, so nothing on there is ever going to be, you know, no exclusive stuff where you have to buy into anything. The only thing on there that's going to cost anything, of course, is the merchandise, and of course that's all up to you guys if you want to represent Wager Me This out there in your casino or not. And that's cool. If you do, you do. Awesome. If you don't, cool too, man. I mean, I still love all you. So, you guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and you guys have a great day.